I am honored to be the first CEO of a private corporation to become a member of the United Nations Security Council. Unfortunately, my appearance today has been clouded by a flurry of speculation that my company is developing a weapon of mass destruction which would be capable of targeting specific ethnic groups. I want to address these allegations head on. Are we developing such a weapon? No, we are not. Because we've already developed it. But with all due respect, the United Nations is a relic from a different time when nations were unique in their ability to solve the world's problems. But that just isn't the case anymore. Primarily because you have outsourced the job to me. I have sent people to die in your wars. So I feel uniquely qualified to tell you, your wars don't work. Which is why my priorities have changed from profits to policy. Because politicians don't know how to solve problems. But I do. So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
So what the hell was that?
Couldn't tell you, mate. But it sounded an awful lot like Irons declaring war.
We took out his WMDs. Without Manticore, Atlas doesn't stand a chance.
Cormac, you need to see this.
Talk to me.
We cracked the encryption on the last set of uploads.
What am I looking at?
Potential targets. Irons had a fallback plan if Atlas was ever backed into a corner.
The preemptive strike. He's gonna try to knock us out before the fight has even begun.
Oh, a direct attack on the US? Are we sure Irons is even up for that?
So what's the play? No way Atlas can hit them all at once.
San Francisco. The entire 3rd Fleet is in the bay. I need you two on the ground. Now. Gideon, report in.
North side's all clear. Wait, what's he playing at?
Now, come to think of it,
What you got?
I'm pretty sure that much like the traffic mission from quite a while back, this is another one of those little levels which I seem to remember them showing off on like IGN before the game actually came out. So playing this level the first time through was a real joy because I was just like, hey, I've actually seen that and now I'm actually getting to play it, which is pretty good for a lot of things, like the new Mortal Kombat, for instance. I mean, I've been following that ever since it came out, but, well, I mean, like, ever since it was first announced back in, like, July last year, but no thanks to Amazon, as it were. Despite the fact that I pre-ordered it last Wednesday, it still hasn't arrived yet, and it's now Friday, so I really could be doing a bit better. I mean, the only reason I pre-ordered it was because I wanted to get Goro, and if I get the game and I don't have Goro, I'm not going to be happy. Oh, Christ. I've got to focus. Alright, oh god.
We have multiple Atlas vehicles.
At least they're quite lenient with this sort of driving sequence. Like, I mean, obviously if you smash into something like head-on, then it's not too bad, but to be honest, you're in an armoured Jeep. There's not much that can stand in your way.
We're sending assets to
Except maybe that helicopter up there. Or is that my guy? It doesn't look like it. Okay, let's, try not to hit anyone whilst I catch up to this guy. Uh-oh. Oh, these guys and driving vehicles, it never goes well, I swear.
You good? Cormac, our pitbull's out of action. Proceeding on foot.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, hold on. No. I thought I could use that as a riot shield. Obviously not the right shape. God, I've got quite a... 400 meters until... Is that 400 meters till the end of the level? I don't know. But still, it's quite a long way, so I want to pace myself. Can I hit that guy over there? No, it doesn't throw it very far. Oh well. These guys aren't too tough anyway. I mean, having played this from playing Wolfenstein just earlier, it's a real nice change of pace from, like, the 10 or 20 bullets that it takes to kill one guy in Wolfenstein to the 3 bullets that it takes to kill a guy on this. Well, I say that. It's like 10 or 20 bullets if you shoot them in the body, but I always try and aim for their head. Which I guess is like...
I need a sit rep.
It's kind of like the fact that I always try and aim for their head. It helps me to save bullets most of the time, because obviously, like, I try and conserve ammo, and shooting them in the head is probably the best way to conserve ammo, because you're using less bullets to try and kill them, and therefore that will, like, improve your accuracy. And when I played on Modern Warfare 2 with a bunch of friends of mine, or when I used to, back in, like, 2010, I had the highest accuracy out of, like, all 20 of the guys that I used to play with. I think I had, like, maybe 30%, 29% accuracy or something by the time I was 10th Prestige. But, I don't know. It's like, I guess it's just the sort of player I am, really. I mean, like, even when I was using the Vector, which is undoubtedly my favourite Call of Duty gun, just because of its fire rate, I would always try and, like, aim for their head, and I would either, like, the way that I sort of went about kills with it is that I either had to get a headshot kill, or I would just let myself be killed, as it were. And I remember, I think it was when I got to maybe 4th Prestige. As soon as I unlocked the Vector, I went and used it in a match, and I got 12 kills with it, and 8 of those kills, no, more than that, like, no, it was, let me think. It was more than that, I think. It must have been like maybe 20 kills or something with that match, and 12 of those kills were headshots, so I just went straight up to digital camo. And I'm pretty sure that, whilst it wasn't the first gun that I mastered on Modern Warfare 2, I think that was the AUG, but the Vector was definitely the first gun that I got the gold, like, skull background for 1,000 headshots. Then I think it might have been Barrett 50 cal, and then the intervention. Alright, we should be getting close now. Just gotta keep an eye out. Oh! What the hell? He didn't look armoured, but at least he's dead. Right, I've got to try and focus now, because the fact that these guys have exosuits mean they can pop up out of anywhere, which I guess keeps it interesting, especially in, like, multiplayer, because you can never really, like, expect when an enemy is going to turn up, which, whilst it's a bad thing, it's also quite a good thing, because it means that if an enemy doesn't know you're there, then you can get the drop on them from above, which is kind of one of those, like sort of high risk, high reward things, I guess, which I like about hardcore, because yes, it's easier for you to get killed, but it's also easier for you to kill the enemy. And some guns aren't really that practical in, like, core game modes, are much better in hardcore. As much as I do like this gun, I mean, well, I like the fact that it's got an ACOG scope on it anyway. I would prefer something is maybe a bit more accurate, like, I don't know, something maybe burst fire or semi-auto. If I can find something, then I will definitely take that instead. But for now, I can't quite see where they are. I don't really want to jump up any higher, because while it would help me to see enemies, I'll also be terribly exposed. There we are. Is this... Oh no, it's fully auto in single player. Of course it is. I think I'm getting close though. I should be. I mean, I can't even remember how long this level goes on for. It could be longer than I think. It could be really short, but I seem to be getting close to my objective, so I'm hoping something else is going to happen. Oh, That was terrible. I wouldn't really say abandoned my objective. I'd more say, like, abandoned my sense to just exo-dodge off the edge of a bridge like that. I mean, Jesus. Okay, now I see where the problem is. There's a lot of guys that have got heavy armor on, so I'm just gonna stay here and try and take them out once they expose themselves. That sounded a bit wrong, but yeah. Oh, there's one. Oh, damn it, I'm almost out of ammo. What else have I got? I should have used this thing earlier. I didn't even know I had it, to be fair. What sort of stuff do I have on this? I've got Sonics. I guess I'll nick his gun then. If I can... Where's it gone? There it is. And, what else have I got? Oh, that's... Oh, okay then. So that would be my Exo Stim, which I've just used up at full health. Another one of those things which functions slightly differently to multiplayer as it does in single player is that in multiplayer, like, Exo Stim will give you that little bit extra health, but in wait, what? I just completely forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, in multiplayer, like, Exo Stim gives you a little bit extra health, but in this, it heals you when you're at low health, which I would kind of prefer that function in multiplayer to just giving you a little bit of extra health, because it doesn't really last that long when you do it anyway. Anyway, I think that should be about it. Let's see what's further up here.
Got the van boxed in. 50 meters.
Ah yes, the van I was chasing after.
Got the driver. Check that van, Mitchell.
Alright then. Let's see what's in here.
Sentinel 01. The carrier is almost clear of the bridge.
Drones!
Take them out! Take them out!
Drones! Look out! Get back, everyone! Get back!
It just wouldn't be a blockbuster event without the Golden Gate Bridge being destroyed in some reason.
Get off the bridge!
Well, I say that. It's not always destroyed, but in most things like that, it features very heavily, like X-Men The Last Stand, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Pacific Rim. Any sort of big films like that, it's going to be destroyed, or something's going to happen on it.